Yeah, I'm sitting here now. I'm thinking it's a better angle if a video right here like this than Douche Bag Bro that can't see me. So he always thinks I'm just recording only him anyway. No, I'm recording the perps that come out, and he happens to come outside when I'm recording because he's always staring at me through the window upstairs. He's got me on the remote monitoring because it's not a coincidence that he comes down and slams open the door as I'm sitting out here, you know? So, doesn't that mean I'm under his monitoring or something? I think so. Yeah, that was just an ambulance a minute ago, or fire truck, I don't know, one of those. Soon when that came out. This perp getting rid of their garbage. When soon I'm gonna do some chores before bed. And then I'm gonna do some more chores tomorrow and Saturday. Company's coming on Sunday, so leave me the fuck alone. Nah, you probably should do more stuff on Sunday. You know, as soon as you see people coming into my house and start your shit. That makes sense to me. So, everybody has their windows open, so a lot of screaming going on. Oh, he has flashing lights in the back of his car. Like instead of the brake lights going on when you're about to get to the red light, right on top of those, all these blinking lights. Oh, of course that light goes on. Yeah. Nice.
Much noise, huh?
Yeah, right? Having a good time.
Yeah, big comedy.
Uh-huh.
Good night.
Good night. You know, it's actually good that there's a family there and they're like carrying on like that with the windows open. I think less perps might come around because there's family. It's the new house. Well, not new, but one of the houses that sold, they were gutting it. Put all the pipes in there, you know, going down right to the basement. And some people that they buy the house, like a house like that, and they gut it and then they reinstall like new stuff, which is good. These houses are very old and definitely need upgrading. Now she's staring. What the hell? She's old though, so that's a different story. She's staring. The other assholes are all young. Yeah. He's just paranoid. He thinks I'm gonna say something to the police probably. Because, he robbed our car a couple times with Jillian. And every time the police would come to write a report, he would open the door and just stare from the porch. So obviously he was guilty of something, right? That's how I knew he did it. Hear the noise campaign? Can't really see it. That's a noise campaign. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe they think I don't blast music. I blast music. I just don't do it every day. I'm gonna take a shower tonight, so I'm not gonna blast music at night. But when I shower during the day in the summer, I blast music. And if I had a car, I'd be blasting music. None of the stupid shit they have now. This shit sucks. Put the classics on. Oh, Baby and Tupac. I'm surprised I actually didn't park right here. I'm surprised I didn't pull up to my house. With some ludicrous one. Mm-hmm. Well, it's the ambulance again. I like this angle. You know what I mean? If you think about it, I usually sit at the bench, right? And people, all these perps they know. You know what I mean? So they like walk past. And they're ready for me, so they do the perp call or whatnot. So, yeah, that was druggie, Smurf, and meth head nurse. Their son. He should be going to sleep now. It's 10:30. He should be going to school tomorrow. He's probably not going to go to school. I don't know what they were doing in front of my house with their dog. But I think that's why druggie Smurfs don't mess with me no more. And he was messing with me the whole time just so he could get his child a dog. Then I saw him later on and he didn't do nothing, so. There's always an agenda with these creeps. I gotta gang stalk my neighbor just so I can get my son a dog. I mean, does that make sense? In their mind, that makes sense, but in reality, it makes no sense. So I'm watching the show tonight, and they had a witch on there. And there was a car accident. And she grabs his hand. It's getting power. So all the other people like don't believe her. They went on her website. It looks cheesy, right? She told him he would have a great pain. So they thought, okay, nothing wrong. He goes to see her. He should have left her alone. Don't ever go see any witches. She charges $75, right? So he didn't pay. He walked out. And then a great pain happens later in the episode. Very big pain. It's like great. Now somebody else is leaving the show. I mean, come on. They always do this shit. Now, I don't really cry when I watch these shows because I know they're all fake. So, but a lot of people cry when they see stuff like that on a show. It's like, I'd rather cry for people I actually love when they die, and that's it. Yeah. What happened? No perps tonight? Dude, you got Monday off, that's it. Monday's the holiday. I'll start the perp cough. Come on. Anyways, like I said, there's a new family. And I hear them. They should be sleeping, actually. They're little. I hear them screaming. I don't know if it's a holiday or something. Maybe it's a holiday for them. I don't know. Little kids supposed to be going to bed at like 8. So, no bedtime schedule for them, I guess. They're going to be paying for that later on. You hear them screaming? At least it's not a perp screaming. They took my drugs. They took my fucking drugs. I got that on video. Yes, I did. But that was a perp, and he was telling everybody in the neighborhood they took his drugs away because he didn't do his job, probably. Is that my pit bull friend? It is my pit bull friend. Oh, she's falling on this side. My pit bull friend. So, my pit bull friend. Hi, Buggy. Buggy. Aw. He's such a lovey. He's so cute. That was the funniest thing. That I was sitting here in a video, and I didn't see him. I thought the guy was a perp too. I mean, he might be anyway, but that might be his real dog too. Who knows? Sometimes perps do their real, their real pets. But I was just sitting there. I didn't know the dog was there. Next thing you know, he just jumped up on me and licked my arm and tail wagging. Oh my god, he's so cute. He kind of gave me a little bit of a love bite. he bit a little bit. It didn't hurt me. And then he stopped and he licked my arm. So cute. When she was walking over here, I want to pet him. I want to pet the doggies. Yeah, so my Shih Tzu, she's old. They get old. But that dog looked exactly like her. Oh, I don't know if it might have been a boy. I think that's a little weird, right? That's a little perpish, and stalkerish. They mimic and copy us all the time, right? So there you go. I've never seen that lady before. I've never seen that dog either, So could be. Oh, come back, doggy. He probably lives on the block too. Hey. Stay in the house at 10 o'clock at night. I'm too young to leave. Yeah, I'm about to head into... Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see perps. Just a little bit of a noise harassment. And that was it. That's weird. You know what I mean? It's very weird. I mean, I think it's because of the holiday. I think they're gonna slow it down for a little bit, like a day or two. And maybe right before the holiday, they'll step it up a lot. That's what happened last time. Christmas time. They must get really fat checks. Or fat heaps of cocaine and stuff. Because last year, it was right before Christmas. I think 1 or 2 days before Christmas. Before Christmas Eve. And they ramped up the perping. They walked in front of my house a lot. I wasn't home. I wasn't out. But they came out. They came in front of the house, took pictures. We don't really have decorations that people could see because my tenant doesn't celebrate. So, so we don't really have anything, where anybody could see. I mean, we had like a garland, I guess some lights over here, but I guess that's it. But it wasn't like fancy that you would take a picture of it, Like it was no big deal. But we had a lot of people doing that. They did that more, and the honking more. They had like people standing in front of my house. And like I think they had Target bags on them too and everything. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but I have videos on my channel. But yeah, they ramped it up during Christmas time. So yeah, so just, the guy on the show went to the witch, and then he shrugged it off, and then something bad happened. So I was trying to tell you Christians out there. When somebody does your palm reading, say no thank you. You gotta stop. We can't let these people touch us. Because then they give us really bad not just bad vibes, but you know, they got demons in them, whether they know it or not. So we get bad juju. That's what they said on the show. Yeah, all juju is bad. It's a demon. Stop mentioning it. And what happens is he did not, even though he's a Christian on the show, considering his wife, you know, had cancer on the show, not in real life. You know, you would think he would know, hey, to rebuke it. I mean, you can't say that on TV. You know, they don't. You know, a lot of people are seeing this on these shows. You know, the people that make the shows. You can't really get famous unless you sell your soul. So let's but in real life, you hear the beeping. The demons don't like that. Too bad. So sad. Anyway, come over here and beep. Stop beeping in the shadows like a retard. Like a dum pop. Anyway, so in real life, any witch comes near you like that, you're like, no weapons formed against me shall prosper in Jesus Christ's name. They do not like the name Jesus. They don't like it. It burns them. It really does. I know, because there was a witch in the neighborhood. I should even have a witch thing here. It was all around, like miles away. My neighbor, she told her to come here. She jumped for joy and ran up the stairs. Then she was waiting for me again another day in front of the dumpsters by Dunkin', the new one, smoking a cigarette. Well, that was my stomach. I gotta go to the bathroom. I hope the perps smell it too, right? Because you know we're attached to them. Anyways, so when I first saw her, she was at the other Dunkin', and she would get really angry if nobody wanted a reading. She would curse everybody under her breath. Yeah. Well, that's what they do. I don't know what nationality she was, but I remember this older Chinese lady doing something like that. I had gone to a doctor appointment, and it rained. I forgot my umbrella. So I waited at the bus stop for car service. And this lady, she just came out of nowhere. Old Chinese lady, she put a bracelet on me. And she wanted me to give her money. I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Get the hell away from me. Like don't put your hands on people, you know? Like, why does everybody, witches need to get a grip? Because not all of us don't know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Look, I got a fucking smurf with that hat. See? He came out here. He knew I was out here. I don't want to steal nothing in that car. It's ugly. You know, just because you stole from my car doesn't mean I'm going to steal from yours. Go suck Jillian's dick. I know she don't got one. Go have a three-way with Jillian and her husband. He's just mad because I won't suck his dick, that's why. You see that shit? He didn't even know I was sitting here. I told you he spies on me. He didn't see me sitting here. I'm not sitting on the bench. I'm sitting right here on the porch. He checks the car. The fuck out of here. I don't want nothing in that car. His car is not cool. Nobody wants to steal that car. Nobody wants to break in either. Is that the commish? And that's the gang stalking right there. You saw that, right? He came out of nowhere to check the car to make sure I wasn't going near it. I'm never going near his car. He's fucking paranoid. Good. Let him be paranoid. He'll fuck up. Everybody who's paranoid like that, like when they do something to you, like steal from your car or send their children upstairs to the porch to take your package. I don't know why the camera didn't catch her leaving the porch. It's very important that I'm supposed to catch that. It caught her running up the stairs. Like, what do you run up the stairs for? You need to know everybody's name in the house. Obviously. I'm gonna make sure my tenant knows. Sometimes he's brave and goes to Dunkin' while I'm in there. You know what I mean? A lot of times he does stuff from the porch. That's what I'm saying. Like, I go in the neighborhood. I'm not gonna go on his porch or his car. The paranoia is ridiculous. See what I mean? Though they say we're crazy. No, they're crazy. Do what you gotta do every day. Like, I went to the gym today. I came home. I did some stuff. I had a late dinner because, I didn't realize what time it was. I even had time to watch a nature show. I took a nap, damn right I did. Well, nobody was home, so at least I was up to watch a show. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna get yelled at soon for this bench. That's all the devil's fault anyway. The devil wants me to yell or be yelled at, either way. He's mad that I had a video on yesterday. I had a curse breaking video on again. What the hell? Was it a warlock? In regular clothes? Well, why wouldn't he walk on the sidewalk? Even if he's going to get his car or to cross the street, walk on the sidewalk, weirdo. That's what I'm saying, they're weird. That's what makes me think they have reptilian blood on them. Because that's not normal, the way these fuckers act. Anyways. That was it. That's all I got. Baby. I'll do it for them. It's very creepy that they're not doing anything right now. But they call us crazy and gaslight us, right? You saw that. He ran to the car. That's not even his car. It's the other brother's car. Maybe they share it. I don't know. But every time he sees me out here, he flings the door open, stares at me from the porch, takes a picture, and then looks at the car. Gets paranoid. Thinks I'm gonna rob the car. Have I robbed the car yet? No, I haven't. Maybe he thinks I'm thinking about doing it, but I'm not. I have no interest in robbing anybody's car or house. Hi, how are you? At least these neighbors say hi. I don't know what's up with the landlord and the wife. The wife used to always say hi to us. The landlord not so much because he doesn't really speak English. But he did a couple of weird things too. Not all the time because he's not home ever. And he works and he takes the kids to school and the wife goes to work, so they don't really have time. But I remember last summer, he came out to hammer a piece of concrete in the garden. And then he was laughing about it. I was like, what are you doing? First of all, witchy poo threw banana peels in their yard. She threw it from my yard, she threw it in theirs because I wasn't, doing anything back to her. What happens is when you leave them alone, they get crazy because they're looking for this feedback. They want you to yell at them. They want you to break stuff, because they do it first. They have the idea in their head because the Jezebel's telling them to do that. So they wind up doing that stuff. They hope you get mad and angry and do stuff back to them. You know, last time I checked, though, it wasn't a toddler. So, as I'm saying, like, people are grown ups, but they're not really grown ups. I'm just, you know, they did so much stuff to me that I'm too damn tired to fight back. And they get mad at that too. They're like, you know, in their brains, we should always fight them every day. How about you fight your own damn self? So I had a delivery prayer on. Well, this lady was getting delivered from the Baphomet, and her grandfather, her great-grandfather on her mom's side, they weren't part of the Buffalo Lodge. And they sacrificed chickens, the chicken blood and goats. See, they just walk and they mind their own business. They're talking to each other. That's not a perp. That's just regular people. What perps do is they run down the block, up the block, down the block, up the block. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you know, we don't know what they're doing. They act erratic. This is what I'm saying. They need the attention for some. I don't know. They didn't get enough attention when they were kids, so they need the attention. So as this lady was getting delivered, she was all the way in the UK. She found a good man, and he married her. And he delivered himself from certain demons. I forgot which ones he said. And he delivered her, and then he went to the school of exorcism, it's called. And then he learned how to do more exorcisms. So she got delivered, and then they stopped, and first they made the demons go away for a little bit, and then, you know, so they follow up the follow-up call. And she had her great-grandfather, her grandfather, the spirit was in her, because they couldn't get past what they did, you know, in the lodge. So it's probably going to be a Wikipedia thing on this. So she wound up, you know, they sacrificed to the Baphomet. She had that demon in her. And she had Lucifer in there. She had, I forgot what else. She had like at least 3 total. But the Baphomet one was the more prominent. So he delivered her. She started throwing up, coughing and everything. So that's what happens when you get delivered. You know, all this stuff happens, starts to happen. And as this is happening, I got like 3 spam calls in a row. It's the same person, but just different numbers. But one after the other, so I kept stopping the video. You do this every day. So I had to actually shut it off, because I wanted to pay attention when I was in the gym, concentrate on what I was doing. So I shut it down. I put it on silent, and they called anyway. Because I went to check my phone when I got to Dunkin', and I saw they called like 3 more times. It's the same number. I don't know who it is though, but it could be anybody. So somebody that you know personally, that you used to know. They give out your number to everybody. Or they go to a bar or something, and the person goes, "Oh, can I get your number?" And they give you your number instead, stuff like that. That's why I think it's John doing it, because he's the last person to have my number. He probably give my phone number to a lot of telemarketers, and those telemarketers give it to the next ones and the next ones and so on. So it's like a never-ending story. But at least the number comes up. It shows the number and it says spam risk. So, at least you know what it is. And when they called that one time, nobody was there. I didn't even hear breathing. So I looked the number up. It was some lady, but I don't think it was. I think it was somebody using her number to prank call me. You know, this day and age, we have technology. We can figure out who's who, you know? But if he's home and bored, John, he's gonna do stuff like that. He had a notebook, too, with everybody's phone number in it. He had a composition book. He was the first one I've ever seen wearing a book bag outside of high school. They had a JanSport, a blue JanSport, like a navy blue JanSport. And he would wear work clothes, you know, khakis and button shirt, like a polo shirt. And dress shoes, you know. So I don't know what kind of job he has, but, you know, but they do drug testing there. He smokes a lot of weed. And I guess that's why, you know, he didn't want to be friends with me anymore either back then, because I didn't smoke weed. I wasn't cool enough to hang out with him. He liked the party girl, and I wasn't it. Oh, too bad, so sad. Who cares? Honestly, I'm glad I'm not a party girl. I'm not sorry for not being a party girl either. Because if you see how party girls are right now, there's a lot of them. They got the OnlyFans, and the one model, she bottled her farts in a jar. For $2,000, these men were paying for her farts. Really? Like, what? That's a simp right there. That's a beyond simp. That's beyond help. The fuck you want somebody's farts for? Like, something's wrong with you if you want somebody's farts and you're willing to pay a lot of money for them. That's not normal. That's like an extra kink that you should not have. Yes, I'm gonna kink shame because that's fucking weird. There's no normalcy out there at all. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, those are gang stalkers. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. In my driveway. What else? Yeah. Come on, put the window down so we can hear the song. Really? So blurry. Can't really get the license plate either. Yeah, come on. Where else would they park right now? I'm sitting out here. Perps. Honk honk. Beep beep. With a poor coffee there. That's my song, dog. See how they blast the music first and then they shut it off. This is gang stalking. This is gang stalking. Like, this is not new. I had a whole bunch of people in their car once pull up to the house. And just hanging out, just chilling, smoking pot. Out of all the houses on the block, to just chill, you know, in front of. They know they're not gonna get caught on like home camera because the camera can't see them. I mean, just move over just a little bit, so they can see me. It's so dark. It's so blurry. This camera takes horrible videos at night. Like, seriously, I couldn't park in front of anybody else's house. Nope. Yeah, I have to do it in front of mine. I'm not yelling. Come on, put the light on. Hi. What's up, dude? Mm-hmm. Of course. See what I'm saying? Zoom in. Hope you waste your battery, you pricks. Speak louder. Honk the horn too while you're at it. Bruh. Should fart right now. Like, why are they talking to my driveway, man? Like, who sent them here? Yeah, the bikers? And the tree is just covering up the noise. That's my neighbor's son. Let's see. Oh, there's like a guy wearing a red shirt. Duh. Bruh. You don't love where you live, I guess. So I don't care if you're mad at me either. Just leave it. How many we park in front of your own house?